Hey you guys, I am back with another tutorial. So this is a plucking tutorial. Let me just start off by saying everybody plucks differently, have different techniques. You're going to do what's best for you. And I've tried different techniques, and this is definitely my favorite one. So what am I what I'm doing right now, what I'm doing right now is just part in the middle, because I don't want to do what I'm about to do like in the middle, because it'll bald it out when I'm doing middle parts. So I part out the middle part, and I just go pretty much in different spaces and make a gap pretty much. So it may look like I'm over plucking, but you guys, I'm not over plucking at all whatsoever. I'm definitely against over plucking. So yeah, that's what I'm pretty much doing right now, is making gaps in each part, and then I go back in and thin it out each part. So now I'm plucking. So when I'm doing those gaps, I'm actually plucking hairs out to make that gap. And then when I'm going back in, I just go behind that hairline part, because you don't want to pluck directly on the hairline, because then it's just going to be bald everywhere. So when I go back in, I go behind the hairline and I thin it out some more to make it more natural, as you can see. So you get what I'm saying? The gaps look like I was over plucking until you go back in and do that nice thinning out or whatever. So yeah, so I do the same thing pretty much throughout the whole plucking process. Again, everybody does things differently. This video is a little bit sped up, so trust me, I take my time with plucking. I do not play. I tell everybody your wig needs to be plucked, bleached and plucked to get the look you're going for. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show y'all how this install turned out to be. I wish I would have did the install on camera, but unfortunately I didn't. Sorry, but this was definitely a birthday sleigh. Yeah. So I did about a good 3 rows. You want to do as many rows as you need to make a natural hairline. Make sure it's flat. Like I said, I do not rush when doing the plucking process, so I do a good 2-3 rows, depending how thick the wig is. And also, I only do that balding in each little area. I only do that in the second row. I don't do it in the third or fourth row. I don't want to bald the wig out now. Like, that's going to be too much. So only do it in the second row. My advice, because that's what I do. And yeah, again, I'm just plucking behind the hairline, making it natural. You don't have to over pluck. I really hope my video doesn't make it seem like I over pluck. Again, I show the results at the end, and y'all, the install is amazing, trust me. So yeah, I do not over pluck. Just pluck behind that hairline, make it natural as you can, as natural as you can, or whatever. I just comb everything back, and I'm gonna go in lightly in the front and make it more natural. So the hair is wet right now. It makes a difference between when you're plucking when the hair is wet and when you're plucking when the hair is dry. I feel like when the hair is wet, it pulls off the lace easier. So it's way easier to bald it when you're plucking when it's wet. So you want to be careful if you do pluck your hair while it's wet, because it's easier to over pluck and bald it out. So yeah, so I just go in and make it natural in the front. I don't overdo it at all. And like I said, I do the whole process all over again on the sides. You can start on the sides, and maybe you may feel more comfortable if you do start on the sides, just in case, you make a mistake with your first time plucking or whatever. So you may want to start on the sides, but I start in the front section. So all up to you. You got to be comfortable doing this plucking process. And take your time. Like I said, take your time. This video is sped up a little bit, so definitely take your time. Okay, so I did this part off camera, but I pretty much just take the liquid mousse spritz and I spray it the front. You don't have to do that. Honestly, you don't have to do that. You could take a wax stick if you want to. And just put on the front, hot comb everything back. And I just go in lightly again and pluck the front. Make sure there's no thick areas. Make sure everything is nice and flat, pretty much like a natural hairline is the look I go for. So yeah, this is pretty much what I'm doing here. And boom, this is the install out the scalp. Not over plucked at all. Like, this install was amazing. My girl looked good for her birthday. Okay. Yeah, look at them baby hairs. I did that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.